back to class I go. Cicadas were so loud just then. So yesterday we moved to a new place. We haven't had a chance to get any like groceries or anything. So for breakfast this morning, I just had 2 slices of cranberry toast. Not bad. It tastes pretty nice. This is my first time going back to the school for class after the boot camp, as well as after I became an apprentice on Saturday at exactly 5:13 p.m. because Master John said it was an auspicious time. I did what's called Baishi, which is basically where an apprentice becomes, well, officially an apprentice.
这第一个杯是陶，东西以陶而结缘，以泥巴而结缘。第二个杯子，你看我用了这个引清釉水的，我们这个地方叫狐狸窑遗址，所以清釉的。 所以这也是个非常有寓意的。所以我们刚刚用的是传统，现在创新。第3杯呢，我为了选择用这个杯子，这是我们最传统的这个粉彩工艺，所以是叫什么？忘本啊，不要忘本。在传承与创新的路上，但是我们始终坚守这些信念，不忘本啊，把我们的这个传统文化做得更好。
So I officially became an apprentice of Master John. There are the apprentices that live and work at the studio, and that's not going to be me. I feel like I have, I guess, a different set of responsibilities, but to me, what Baishi means, it's like an official recognition of how I'm dedicating myself to study and becoming a part of his lineage of potters, which I think is really special. Going to school today, I don't think anything is really going to change. I'm still going there just to learn as much as I can. Pretty much a regular student. It's what it feels like. But from now on, when I return to JINGDEZHEN and when I return to the studio, it's like I'm returning to family. It's a homecoming. In that sense, things feel a little different. Anyway, I'm almost at school. I am taking classes for the next 3-ish weeks. That's the plan. My goal for these next few weeks is to learn how to throw big pieces. I technically started learning how to do this last year. My first visit to the studio, I saw a lot of students around me all throwing big pieces, and so I was very eager to try, but my skill level was just not good enough at that point to handle throwing big pieces. I remember trying one evening with my friend, Yue, and we both failed miserably. Though it was quite fun, but after that evening, I was quite embarrassed, so I didn't try throwing big pieces for the rest of my time at school in 2024. And that's okay. I had plenty of other things to practice in regards to small pieces, but this time around, coming to JINGDEZHEN, I told myself, I'm not leaving here until I've learned at least enough of how to throw big pieces that I can go home and keep on practicing. So I have to get to a certain level of proficiency. My official start to learning big pieces was the last day of the LuLu Pottery Bootcamp. I think I actually got somewhere with it. As long as I practice both every day, I think I'm going to be in a good spot. So that's the goal, that's the plan. We'll see how far I get. I feel like I say that a lot. I'll see how far I get. Maybe it should be my new motto. Wow, they've been busy over here in the last 3 days. Good, I'm good. I'm excited to be back.
Wait, and then you can't stop. This is so bad.
So he's gonna demonstrate the whole process. Center it and form it into this like cylinder shape first. Left thumb opens. After this, you're gonna like hug it and lift it up from bottom to top. And now he's gonna reach in. It's kind of hard to explain, but like it's gonna twist his hand inside and form almost a ledge on the inside, which he's gonna then plaster to the inside wall of the vessel again, and then pull up another from bottom to top. Left hand is going a bit faster than the right hand. And now at this stage, he can create the form, wetting like the forearm and distributing slip so that it's in his palm. And then you see him turn his hand to meet his left, like the belly comes out and the form takes shape. It happens so fast. You can fix it and find the shape with a tool. That's the process of throwing a big piece. Now it's practice time. So much energy just to center.
Go, Catherine. You got it.
Eating all breakfast. I had 2 slices of toast.
Not enough. Not enough. Like protein, straight eggs. Oh my god. Like the rock style. Yeah. Like Gaston. Gaston. I don't know if he drinks his eggs though.
Yeah, I'm still doing the exact same thing. Like,
He's like, I can't take this any longer.
I can tell he's watching and I'm like, don't look.
I always end up in the shape. It's getting there. It's getting there.
Long arms and long torso.
I know. It's easier to throw when you have big hands. That's my excuse for not being able to throw well. Tiny hands.
That's like up here.
This tall as me.
Literally.
像一条鱼一样。
That's what it looks like.
Oh yeah, it's not good looking, it's bad.
야.
别跟我说话，现在。
紧张。
I ended up with a different shape this one. I think this is pretty not bad.
It's great. It's better than pretty not bad.
Thank you. Could be better, could be worse. I always leave a lot of clay here. It's too thin at the top and too thick at the bottom. don't know how to get this bottom part. I did okay on the walls this time.
There's some construction happening outside, so sorry if there's some noise. I actually didn't go to school yesterday. A day off was much needed. I took the time to sleep in, to settle into the new place, to get some work done, get some physical rest after my first full day throwing big. It was incredibly challenging. It's addictive. The apprentices are really not joking when they say that you need muscle to throw big. So yeah, maybe I need to do some training because I definitely felt it. Going into class today, I know I'm going to need to pace myself better. Small pieces, big pieces. I do need to mix those two things. Today I want to be extra purposeful with how I position my hands relative to one another. I'm gonna head over in about 5 minutes. Oh, I also want to introduce another goal of mine back into small piece territory, which is to throw as wide and as tall of cylinders as I possibly can. 52, perfect timing to head to class.
Looking good. Nice and even.
Thank you. Last year, I also got 15 centimeters. Still haven't beat it yet. Do your arms not hurt?
Yeah.
It's time to pick the
Yeah, no, for real. I was like, do I need to start working out?
This is my workout.
Yeah. It's not fair. Do you mean I have to work out for this? Uh-oh.
I love it when it does that.
This looks like a Lego head. 受不了别的形状。
要拉起来了的，都是先拉这样的罐子，懂吗？不想出来的话，就一直走直线就好了。如果你要出形的话，就这个手就高一点出来。扣肚子的时候，这个半个手掌要放松，拨出来。假如这个手放松，给它空间出来。
This is the one. Before I do it every time, I'm gonna be like, this is the one.
You got it.
啊，太薄了。
放松一点，让这手要放松一点。又夹又凸，它会很薄，它就扭掉了。
Whoa, no hesitation. Up. Is it yummy? Today's rations.
I have a lunchtime mission today to get coffee, but also to canvass the nearby shops. One of them is coming up on the right. Here we are.
I really love the shape of this. It looks like a red blood cell. This scorch mark here, it looks like a burnt marshmallow. And it's quite cheap as well.
好嚼的棉花糖。
啊。小野猫猫。I got a side eye. 拿到了。While I was out yesterday, I actually came into the store and saw this plate, and I really like it. It has this sort of gritty texture. It reminds me of like buckwheat pie crust or something like that. It's such a nice way to display ceramics and like spruce up a table setting. And here's another store. Here for coffee though. 来根这个焦糖拿铁吧，冰的，可以少冰吗？可以。I heard your voice and I was like, wait a second. What is? It's a caramel latte. Ooh. All got different things. Where do you guys get the crackers from?
They gave it to me.
Oh, that's nice of them. Why didn't I get one? Are they good? Is it supposed to be cheese?
Yes.
Just one single string of cheese?
But it's a lot of cheese.
A lot of cheese.
"不会干的情况下，你手稳一点的，自然就能够拉高，拉的丝滑，很顺畅，就拉得很顺畅。我们拉高了之后，就可以在这个基础上，去变化出你各种想要的器型。那我带出来，然后想要个小翻口好看一点，那我就小翻口出来。起来，讲细一点的话，我们再抹点泥浆。用中指跟大拇指收小，双手一起同时配合，是吧？不能一步到位，你感觉不够细，那我就来第二遍，手一定要稳啊。这是拉长活子的方法。你想要做其他造型啊，跳起来，跳上来，啊
Just skips over the middle
下
section.
来，手一定要稳。我们来演示一个盘子，盘子是最简单了，基本没有什么手法，放一个饼，平盘要这样拉啊。撑开腿，撑稳，然后用这一块。
So using that part of the palm, you push it out.
推出去。
用右手扶着左手的这个。
扶着更稳，一切为了稳。如果说你不扶，单独推的话，它会，我们就正常往外面掐了。
So if you want a wide rim plate, and then you compress so it won't crack.
这个泥巴压得更紧实一点，它就不会裂。做这种小角的盘子就不需要在那个平板上做了。因为它图很小，稍微它会沉下去一点点，就刚刚好了。
There are many changes throughout the process. When it dries, it might actually tighten up more. But then when you fire it,
手工我只修个底就可以了啊，我再想变化一点。
Ooh, nice.
是吧？啊，这个正派多少？888吧。888。
But my arm actually feels a lot better today. I think I was just pushing too hard. I didn't actually need to be using that much muscle. Yeah. I know where I'm headed. Ooh, these are good. I'm tempted, but I won't. Blueberry and nuts crispy oats.
Finishing touch, some milk. I woke up early this morning to make myself breakfast before class. I'm so excited, not only for the food and coffee, but because of the mug and plate I get to eat out of. This is the Mogao mug and the blossom plate from LuLu Handmade Pottery. They're beautifully designed, but still practical for daily use. The blossom plate is just one piece from the Harmony collection, a selection of hand-carved cups, mugs, bowls, and plates, all available on LuLuHandmadePottery.com. LuLu Handmade Pottery specializes in handcrafted JINGDEZHEN porcelain. Every piece sold on their site is made by artists who live and work in JINGDEZHEN. What I love about the shop is that LuLu has curated every piece herself through spending time in JINGDEZHEN, walking the markets, visiting studios, actually building relationships with the artists, and handpicking each item herself. These two pieces on my table this morning were made by Studio Lin Yuan Shouzuo. The patterns on this mug are inspired by the storied Mogao cave murals. Each flower is pressed into the clay with a hand-carved wooden stamp. My favorite detail is this visible seam that really makes you feel the hand of the maker, and it also sits really comfortably in the hands. Meanwhile, the designs on the blossom plate are hand-carved and draw upon traditional sigil motifs and carving techniques in a way that feels timeless. Like me, LuLu fell in love with JINGDEZHEN on her first visit here, and through chatting with her, I've learned about her passion for sharing Chinese ceramics with the world, as well as highlighting the work of young potters who blend traditional methods with modern aesthetics and creative self-expression. I know not everyone can book a plane ticket to JINGDEZHEN and come visit the markets here in person, but through LuLu's shop, you too can get your hands on a piece of JINGDEZHEN porcelain. And by buying from LuLu Handmade Pottery, you'll be directly supporting independent artists and a new generation of potters in JINGDEZHEN. Alright, I'm gonna eat my breakfast before it gets soggy and my coffee gets cold, but head to the links in my description to shop the Mogao mug, the blossom plate, and the Harmony collection, and to check out the rest of the LuLu Handmade Pottery store. And don't forget to sign up for 10% off your first order.
It's been 2 days, rounding up, of pretty frustrating attempts at throwing big. I don't get discouraged super often. Like when I mess up, I usually just move right on and try again, but I felt it creeping up on me. I think I've been so over-aware of the fact that my time here in JINGDEZHEN is limited. Even though I have 2 weeks left, my brain won't let me forget that the end of those 2 weeks is coming. So I've given myself like a false sense of urgency. The feeling of frustration is in and of itself a reminder that something needs to change, that at the very least you need to pause and reassess your mindset. So today I'm going to change a couple things about the way I practice. Number one, I'm going to start taking smaller lumps of clay, make it easier on myself and my body to center. Number two, I am going to cut open my cylinder at each stage. Make sure I'm getting the right bottom thickness, even walls, and a good interior right angle, checking all those things instead of rushing to the final step of shaping. Make sure that my steps leading up to that shaping step are solid so I actually have a fighting chance. I went all the way to the bottom. Went too far again. But at least I'm getting the right shape. Wind is picking up. Better make it home before it starts raining. Hello. Because it rained so much last night, the air just feels a little cooler, a little clearer. It's really nice. You're in the way, buddy. Woo. Hello. You're here in the dress and all. Yeah. This dress is nice for throwing. Big enough and airy enough. Yeah. Bless you.
有人骂我，
没有，美国的习惯是打完喷嚏 bless you，
什么意思？
别人给你 bless you，
这样的。
这是礼貌。
在国内是属于被骂了，知道谁骂我？
没有没有没有
大早上的骂我。
没有，对你好才会说这个。
那我就相信丫丫的。
我想做
第一桶吗？
有点像是做饭的时候的
放调料。
调料，就像勺和筷子那样的。
勺的筷子。
也就是笔筒。这里就开始转到这两个，
转到中指部分。
起来的时候这里就高了，这个手也要一起扶住吗？
看着是高的，但实际上它是这个手下来一点。那这个放矮一点，手矮下来，但不要这样立起来，立起来了不是高了吗？然后刚好你看锁住了，刚好这样锁住，所以我这样一转，你看转过来到7点半。刚好跟这个对上，同时发力，把槽收进去，把刚才那个槽收进去，往上走，用力的往上走。从第一步，泥巴一定要抱均匀，整块泥巴抱均匀，挖个洞出来，你看挖个洞出来，过过你的大拇指就可以了，然后我们再往上抱一点，抱一点。慢慢抱让它抱直一点，然后抹下水，手上泥浆抓起来，就跟刚才一样打槽了留2个3公分的厚度，手打直，转过来，你看槽已经打好了，同时夹收进去，然后用力的往上走， 啊，用力的往上走就可以了，再往上抱，并拢，不能张开，并拢，夹，啊，这样下去，好，转过来，夹，对上，这个手抬的高一点，然后里面的手就拨出来，边拨边往上走，就这样，慢慢出形。那么大件就学完了，啊，不难的还不难，知道吧？啊，不难不难。我再来演示一下。有点泥巴，跟我们拉小线一样，上面留一点泥巴，然后去掐活。先拉小线，再学大件，会更容易上手。那扭一点点没关系的，我们能修好，但是不能停顿，掐你不能停顿。
One day I'll be like, that was the one.
I'm just gonna do this last one.
就这个嘛，啊。
Go first.
Yeah, okay. Mango.
他以前就是画山水，他就转型画花鸟，就是前几年开始就一直画青蛙、花鸟。这是他的代表作。
右中，
对，这个就是和釉下的区别，就是釉下它是没有这一层这个釉的，那一层釉之后等釉干了然后再画。釉中它画起来像是国画的那种质感。
所以是先没有塑烧过的瓷板，直接喷一层釉，
对，
再画青花，再喷一层釉，
对，
一次就到最高温了，
对，
就烧一次应该没有。
对，
你也可以画一个，这是素烧了一遍的，你想画什么？
从竹子开始吧。
从竹子来，从杆子，你先拿淡的画竹杆。啊，用的很好，还用笔还大胆。对，画竹叶够了。
需要就是
你看。
开始学习的时候会看就照片吗？
啊，有都会观察。你先垫一下，再画杯子勾那个线，尝试一下。你看勾线，你看我们就用浓一点的青花调，笔断意不断，你要连起来，中锋。哎，
先把竹杆和细枝勾完之后再来勾叶子。
我们是把它画成立体的，所以就两边都勾。
搞不清楚哪个是上面，哪个是下面，可以选择都行，可以
选择一个，然后就是做一个前后的关系。
差不多了，它就勾完了。写的是什么字啊？
宁可吃肉，就是宁可不吃肉，就不可居无主。
哎 ，Is that my name？
我喜欢用那一句话表达主子，做了好多1000多个。
嗯，
对，就是对主他。可以了，带了一个我的名字上去，张丫丫画，我提的，这个少没问题。这个很好，第一次画很好。要拿的努力是少。
Another yogurt bowl for breakfast this morning. Today I have banana, dragon fruit, and mango. Fruit here is really good. And I have some more cereal and honeycomb on top. It's mostly fruit and like barely yogurt, but that's the way I like it. And I've gone iced this morning. My favorite way of having eggs is a dash of soy sauce on the yolks. Just let that sink in. This is a seasoned seafood soy sauce. We can use it on other things. I'm using my Tsinghua plate from BOOTCAMP. Let's top this up with some milk. Here's breakfast.
Yeah, it's like a pretty fast motion. Okay. I feel like it's easier if you just try. Yeah. So like a little bit higher. Just go for it. Squeeze, 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 and go up.
It's not the kind
Ooh, that's perfect.
Wait, no.
Bro, that's literally perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
Bro, look at it from this angle. That looks really good.
It's fun.
I'm having issues with the bottom walls being too thick, and he's saying that like I need to dig deeper, harder into the side, and cut in more like. What are we looking at? I didn't get it.
上手感受一下，这要上手感，理论是要知道，但也要上手感受。就跟我刚才学到，我讲我也听不懂，我肯定要上手去试，我才能知道有没有问题。别的地方。哎，对呀，哎对呀，哎对呀，这样，那我的对呀，这些没出来了。怎么会不好看呢？ 为什么会不好看？你看，怎么会不好看呢？啊？啊？好看吗？啊？不好看吗？不好看吗？大胆吃醋了，现在是。可以，可以，可以，没关系，没关系。知道为什么出不来吗？为什么手都被打开，看到没有？上来了，实的上来了。然后再给你来，得打开一点。行。给拉好一点。那以后不要紧，你要修可以，是要修的。你再练一下，再练一步。
I got so overstimulated at the end there.
Yeah, I was like,
We're like trying to educate me, but I'm not receiving any of this right now.
I just want to point out my nails. You can't really tell, but like they are filed to a point. The porcelain that we throw with here is so fine that it literally sharpens them. Weird badge of progress, I guess. So, throwing big for the first time. Wouldn't be fun if it weren't a challenge, right? I've had some ups and downs this past week. It's been really exciting throwing big, but it's not an easy skill to pick up, and it really highlights my shortcomings as a potter. As with learning anything new, it makes you feel a little dumber sometimes. Just today, Lu Jiaolian was demoing big pieces for us, and I asked him to watch me while I attempted to throw a big piece, and something I noticed was that every time I stopped to point out what I thought I was doing wrong, like this part's off, it's too thick, it just looks so ugly and blah blah blah, he would just glance at it and say, to my surprise, it actually looks pretty good, fix it up here and you're good to go. At the time, I genuinely didn't believe him. I was kind of taken aback by that reaction because I have been spending this past week convinced that I've been doing everything wrong. So I've started to think that maybe I've been so caught up in this self-imposed narrative that I'm doing terribly that I'm actually holding myself back and actively discouraging myself, which is kind of a sucky thing to realize. And now I'm here thinking there really isn't a need for me to be so hard on myself. Slowing down has also been doing wonders for me. I think that's another takeaway. Taking less clay, breaking things down more, physically taking a step back from the wheel when things are getting too tiring, too frustrating. It's all been helping a lot. Yesterday, I overheard head coach talking about how he wasn't really feeling it either. He wasn't getting the results he wanted and it was starting to get to him. Hearing that, it was a good reminder that even someone as skilled as he is gets frustrated too, and that it's completely normal. I got a little fed up with the clay at around 3 p.m. yesterday and stopped throwing for a bit and just sat there chatting with head coach. I was just kind of joking with him, saying that if I didn't crack the code on big pieces, it would be his fault that he didn't teach me well enough. And he just said in his typical way, 你肯定会学会的, like you will for sure get it by the time you leave. So I choose to believe him. I won't give up, but also if I don't crack it by the end of this time in JINGDEZHEN, that's okay too. But yeah, I will see you next time I'm in school. Bye.